Well, there is something about spring when just about everyone wants to relish in the freedom that comes with warm weather and green grass. Unfortunately, that includes your pet. It's increasingly common this time of year to have a pet break free from the yard and take off. So in today's Find a Friend segment, sponsored by Rascal Animal Hospital, we are getting some advice with the Franklin County Dog Shelter. We have Director Kaye Dickson and Community Relations spokeswoman Susan Smith joining me. So welcome, ladies.
Good morning.
Okay, we are getting blessed with two cute adoptable pups today. So Kaye, why don't you start with who you have with you?
Elmer is a 6-month-old pit bull mix puppy, and I just got Elmer out this morning, and he was playing fetch, bringing the dog or the ball back to me, and as you can see, he sits really well. He just learned this morning. He's
Are you serious?
Very smart puppy. Yes.
Okay, great. Is he good with kids, with other pets? Do you know that yet?
We don't know if he's good with children. We haven't seen anything that would alert us to think that he wasn't, and he's done really well with the other dogs he's been around as well. But he is still a puppy, and he wore me out this morning playing fetch. He has a lot of energy.
I can see why already.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going for the other dog. Maybe have some playtime. Susan, who do you have?
This is Bandit, and Bandit's a 6-year-old Chihuahua. And he was actually turned into the shelter. His owner couldn't care for him anymore. So but that happens sometimes, and you know, we're going to look for a good home for him. He's actually a pretty calm dog, but he's not really wanting to play with our puppy today. So without another dog harassing him, he actually would just sit nicely on your lap and snuggle with you all day long.
Okay, so he's a good companion dog for somebody, right?
He is.
Okay, so these pups are available at the shelter, as we said. Can you tell us, Susan, where the shelter is so people know how to get in contact?
We're easy to find. We're on Tamarack Boulevard on the north side of town. We're just behind Menards on Morse Road. So it's very easy to get to, and we're open 7 days a week.
Okay,
so
perfect.
should you find out your dog is missing, we're the first place you want to call and visit to see if someone has brought your dog to the shelter or if we've picked it up.
Okay, and let's talk about that. This is one of the biggest issues this year, or this time of year, I should say. Pets getting away, they're outside with their owner, maybe they take off. So, Kaye, why is this springtime kind of such a popular time for this?
Well, just like people, dogs want to get out and explore and enjoy the fresh air, and even a dog that, you know, you think may not leave the home may. You know, they get curious and take off and could get lost, and we end up picking them up. And right now the shelter has 289 dogs. We are almost at capacity.
And you're getting, you know, 30 to 40 dogs and pets a day, right?
Yes.
So this is a big problem.
It is, and if people were just to put some identification, microchip, if we pick it up in the field, we'll return it as long as the information is correct before it ever ends up in a shelter.
Okay. Susan, is this just people not maybe being outside with their pets, or is this something else?
A lot of it is. People tend to think, well, the dog won't leave the yard. You know, I'll go back to doing what I was doing, and 5 minutes later, where's the dog? You know, it happens. We understand that. It's important to supervise, you know, unless you have a very securely fenced yard and you absolutely know the dog can't escape. You know, it's just best to be outside with your dog when he's out, you know, exploring and hanging out with the kids in the neighborhood. So, I mean, as Kaye said, the license helps us really quickly identify, and so if you do absolutely have that little mishap and the dog sneaks through the gate, you just want to be able to quickly identify it, because you know, 9 times out of 10 they don't go far. They're only a few blocks from your house, but the people that find your dog aren't going to know who you are or where the dog lives.
And is that the biggest thing? I mean, the first thing you should do if you're letting your dog out at all is tags and a collar. Oh,
absolutely. It's the law. I mean, you have to have a license for your dog. And if you're smart, you'll also have an ID tag and a microchip, as Kaye said, because I don't know, tags can come off the collar and get lost or be taken off.
Okay, and microchipping, talk to your vet, Kaye, about doing that?
Well, a lot of shelters will do it. Your vet will do it as well. One of the most important things once you get your dog microchipped is to make sure the information is updated. We find a lot of them we scan for microchips, and the phone numbers are wrong, the addresses are wrong, and it takes us longer to attempt to find the owner of that animal. So that's really important.
And call the shelter first and foremost, right?
Yes, please, yes.
Give me a call.
They can let us know, even if we don't have it that day, they can give us a loss report with a picture, and we'll keep our eyes open for the dog as well.
Okay, one more time, Susan, let us know where we can get these pups up for adoption.
These guys are both at the Franklin County Dog Shelter and Adoption Center, 4340 Tamarack. You can find us online at franklincountydogs.com or just call 525-DOGS.
Okay, and we want to keep them all safe, so put the microchip, get their tags, all that fun stuff this spring. Yeah. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thanks, Robin.